Okay, my precious. Oops.
Oh, that is a plant.
That was.
The plant took hold of wanted to shoot the shot.
It did. Okay, precious.
See those little arms he has?
So
Grabbed hold of the camera.
what does that mean? What's that word? Everything's alive. What? There's a word.
Anthropomorphic.
You are. Everything is real to you.
Everything's alive.
Everything's alive. It has feelings too, and thoughts.
It's very strange.
Things cry and scream, or laugh, or.
And I really take it seriously.
Or tickle you, or something. They're all alive.
No, the plants and
the babes.
The car and the sign.
Everything. Is that how you think everything's alive?
Maybe.
Why?
It's kind of strange.
It's kind of strange, I think. Yeah, it's strange. You're strange.
Yeah, it's strange.
You're very strange. I like your dress.
Yeah, it's actually quite nice.
You're wearing lots more colors these days.
Yeah, I've opened to color.
Why?
I think that I shouldn't be afraid of them. I think that that it looks pretty.
Looks very nice with your skin tone.
Yeah, that's one of the things that helps.
Yeah. Who's your dragon friend?
He's trying to get away.
Trying to get away? Trying to fly away. Okay, so how the hell have you been able to continue to do this work for the past 33 years? What has kept you going? How have you?
Well, I have a 33. That's another 33.
Yeah.
That's when I played for Richard Wiseman.
Right.
And said, "Look what I can do."
Uh-huh.
And that was, in a sense, the beginning. That's the birthday that I danced at. And I found out that if I danced in fully embraced, I could travel anywhere in the universe.
Mm-hmm.
They don't talk about that kind of space flight. They usually get into big spaceships and go flying.
The metaphysical spaceship flying.
Well, these fat spaceships with metal things.
Yes. Yours are slim and very lightweight. Yes.
I don't know how did I become so optimistic? That's one of the things that I don't really quite understand, because up until 33 years of age, I was one of the most pessimistic people, thinking that the world was shit and hell, and everybody hated me, and they wanted to kill me.
Mm-hmm. Well, the world definitely still is shit and hell. It's even worse than it was then.
No, it was worse then.
Was it?
Yeah, it's worse then. At least now nobody's screaming and trying to eviscerate me.
For being.
Or eviscerate me with their eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't like that. But I think it's just the music in my soul that comes out just gives me such a sense of beauty and purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's so passionate and so heartfelt. There's nothing concocted about it, in a sense. It always comes from the right place. It always does. And that I think is self-fulfilling. I think it gives me a lot of energy. It gives me a lot of optimism, because I believe that kind of sound is loving. Even the ugly sounds, or so-called ugly sounds, are loving. It's just another part of the piece.
Yeah.
But how am I so optimistic? Because here we are now, and it's many years past the Academy Award. It's many years past America's Got Talent. It's many years past Angel Tunnel. Well, it's a few years past. And I still have the optimism of a boy who's about to open the best present in the world.
Mm-hmm. I can't even say that I'm as optimistic or positive thinking as you are.
Yeah, I've never even thought of it that way until, in comparison, I realized that I'm just very optimistic.
And I'm literally half your age. I've been around half the amount of time you've been around. And you've been doing this work for double the amount of time I've done it. Well, sorry, 33 years as opposed to 12 years, and you're still so optimistic. And technically, we're still doing the same thing. Technically, it's, the opportunities haven't increased for us.
Yeah.
We're still playing in the park. We're still playing in public.
I would even say that the world has even closed down even more to unusual music.
Mm-hmm.
Closed down to melody, closed down to... I mean, melody is not even really... what is melody? It's kind of, as I said, it's kind of being used as a backdrop for somebody reciting couplet poetry.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't agree with that. I think music is much more transformational, and melody is the epitome of the voice of the divine.
But still, the, any amount of real solid recognition for the amount of work that you've done has not really happened.
Mm-mm.
And in terms of what we do, it hasn't happened yet, like you said.
And again, I have to say that if I stand out anywhere, I go out on the Haight Street right now with a violin and start singing, I'll build a crowd.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even a chance. And I can see everybody else, the guitarists, nobody watches. Somebody could start rapping on the corner, nobody would watch. The only reason that somebody would watch them is because they're being touted by something. They have big signs saying, this is Dra Pooch.
Yeah, some famous person.
And he's the great rapper, or he's the great guitarist, and you guys should come and listen. Come listen now, and we'll give you a bunch of stuff if you come stand here and listen. Then a crowd builds, and people are going, oh.
Or because
bebop.
It's some kind of legitimate music that people recognize as something. People
Or they're doing a cover.
Classical music or
Mm-hmm.
a cover, yeah.
Ours is completely original, and it is not repeatable.
Mm-hmm.
Every time it's different.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have a lot of my friends, my melody friends, who will show up and peek out or come in parts, and then I'll disassemble them and
Mm-hmm.
play with them and stuff.
So is it that thing of knowing that we have our own intrinsic power, regardless of any fame or
That's
actual
really optimism.
recognition? Yeah, we know our power.
Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah.
I mean, people will speak of that we do this in public, and no, that's not valid. And the reason I think that is pervade this disinformation is because it really does show if you have chops,
Right.
and it really does show if somebody can do something. We've seen a lot of, in fact, in our time, I have not seen one original, really truly original performer. I think a couple of times we have, right?
Yeah, very, very rare.
Very rare.
So I believe that this work is all about teaching me specifically how to, stand in my own power,
Mm-hmm.
and turn away from this whole thing of, recognition as being the thing that you want to have, fame, money, success, all that stuff as being the thing that you want. Actually, what you really want is to be your own powerful, fully embodied being. That's when, yeah. Right?
Well, it's true.
Yeah.
Because once you do that, then you can just continue doing that, and then you can die well too. Mm-hmm. Because you can fully embody your path Because in the end, what happens? We all die.
Everything's gone.
Yeah.
All the money and anything that you thought
Doesn't
you
matter.
had is...
So if you are not living, and you're living for covers, you're living for genres, and you're not living for the true expression of your musical self, then you really have done no work whatever on yourself at all.
Why is it important to do work on yourself and focus
Well, that
on
is a good question, right? Why should we do that?